Are we back? Can you hear me? Can you see this? All good? Alright, great. Yeah, I moved the router a little bit. It's so bizarre how much I need to move the router around to get a decent signal sometimes. It's not like I'm moving it around a lot. I moved it by about 20 centimeters. And that fixed it. This is after complaining to my ISP yesterday about the connection.
Come on, really?
And it's bizarre. I used their app. I raised a ticket to complain about the speed. And within 24 hours, they closed the ticket saying the problem has been resolved, when it hasn't. And the only way to get them to really look at it is by speaking to somebody on Twitter. I feel old complaining about people using social media for things like this. Or people's insistence on using WhatsApp as an official way of communication. It's ridiculous. Oh, this is another character that returns, as Neko was saying. The cat. Of course, Neko would remember this one, because it's a cat.
Really? He's really just waiting for us here? Rokuro!
It's okay.
Incredible! The old bastard forged himself into a sword! Indeed. That blade's the embodiment of Kurogane's centuries of study. The Kurogane Stormquell. I like it.
How did he finish it? Like, he can't hammer himself when he's a sword. How does that work, really?
Just Kurogane for now. He will be the blade that surpasses both Stormquell and Stormhowl. And when it does, then he will have earned the name Kurogane Stormquell. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
But we don't know about him using any kind of magic before. I mean, if he had an apprentice or somebody helping him, I can see him forging himself into a blade, but...
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Watch out. I wouldn't be surprised if he used an Armatus.
An Armatus? It's not my style to rely on anyone's help.
Ha! Says the big bad exorcist. Look, you'll even ask a tubby kitty for help.
Shut up! I'm totally not!
He isn't. Quite the opposite, actually. Shigure asked me to restrain his power.
Restrain his power? Wait, you don't mean...
She does. It's for my training. At first, I could barely even move my little finger. Morgrim, release my bindings.
Can a human even be this strong?
Kitty Wampus was holding him back?
With enough will, humans can do anything.
Skitty Chungus.
This was to be my secret weapon against Artorias. I'm impressed.
Rokuro!
Sorry, but we're pitching in.
Good. I'll take you all at once. Forget about fighting fair. You won't beat me unless you use everything you've got. I know. All too well.
Alright, is a person weak to fire? I'll just spam Defiant Conviction. How about starting with a fire thing? Yeah, we went through the effort of making that sword, and he's not using it.
Alright, let's have some fun. You got it.
Ah, I hate you.
1013. I don't even need to dodge.
It'll be the same every time! Style! Final judgment!
Oh,
You can handle my attack.
if I didn't have Rokuro in my party, would that be different?
Shigure!
What do you know? I totally agree.
I'm curious now.
See this? I'll stop you! Escape! Punish! Double haze! Deception! Punish! Unit star! Form 2!
I hate these NPCs.
I won't miss! Form 0! Thunder!
Gaze upon my fiery gear!
Clean!
I don't even need to dodge.
It'll be the same every time! Rocket style! Final judgment! Silence! Double
Camera rotated when I was dodging, and that messed me up.
Hey, you're not too shabby.
See this? Shooting star!
Hey, you're not too shabby.
No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Carnage flesh! Gaze upon my fiery mirror!
Impressive.
That was easy. Way too easy.
You people are really something, aren't you? Don't act like you're impressed. I haven't even shown you my true blade.
Don't unzip. Don't unzip.
True blade? Well then, no time for me to take a break.
Shigure!
Keep out of this one, Morgrim.
Rokuro, he's still got plenty of power left.
Of course he does. He's Shigure Rangetsu after all.
Why did we make that sword?
Sure? Why don't you find out? It's your life on the line. The same goes for you.
And why didn't these break?
Three of them. So this is your true blade.
That's right. I developed this technique to defeat you.
Not bad at all. This is my parting gift to Kurogane. Take Storm Howl. One last thing. Please let this fat cat go.
Shigure?
I'm big boned. Stop calling me fat. Mom, he's bullying me.
Shigure, you were ordered to be executed because I
was already planning on leaving.
You could have kicked him in the balls as well.
Living the life of a chained dog. Idiot. Stop worrying about the little things. Rejoice when your blade finds its mark. Seethe when it doesn't. Die when one finds you. That's all there is to it. The way of the sword is a simple one. That's what makes it so much fun.
A simple one, but you couldn't dodge it.
It really is.
That's the vicious face I'm looking for. If only Artorias' stony face could smile like that, he'd be a lot happier.
It still doesn't make sense why he stayed with them for so long.
Velvet,
We're good?
we're good. My blade found its mark.
That's a lot of experience.
Scout ship departing.
I mean, if he wanted to fight the god, he would join us, not Artorias. Yeah, I'm gonna go stick to this.
If you want to leave now, Rokuro, I won't stop you.
Don't forget, my purpose here is to repay my debt to you. What's the matter? Why are you crying?
I'm not crying.
Okay.
Okay? Is that all you have to say?
What's wrong? You really are crying.
You and Shigure. You were brothers, but
Oh, that. It's really nothing to shed tears over.
how can you pretend it's not important? Don't tell me it's because you're a demon.
You went and answered your own question.
So you will say it's because you're a demon.
And it would have been interesting because actually we're not really brothers. We just refer to each other as brothers, but we only met for the first time 2 weeks ago.
No, that's not the answer, actually. It's not because I'm a demon. It's because we're swordsmen that I'm not sad.
Huh?
When we fought, when we both really fought, I got this sharp, vivid feeling that pierced straight to my core. When we were both throwing ourselves wholly into the battle, we wanted to keep on fighting forever, like an unquenchable thirst. That's a feeling we only got from each other.
What?
Lord Shigure did seem to be enjoying himself. I feel like I can understand it a little better now.
It's the most stupid thing I've ever heard.
That's for the better. If you did, you'd end up like us.
Probably so.
I wonder when I'll be able to have a match like that again.
You won't have to worry about that. Just as you work so hard to defeat Lord Shigure, another swordsman will do the same to defeat you.
You're not wrong. Your positivity reminds me of him. Now I'm suddenly craving a cup of Yozakura Anmitsu.
Yozakura Anmitsu?
Cherry blossom flavored sweet bean paste, black sesame ice cream, and fruit. It was Shigure's favorite.
That's kind of hard to picture, but I'd like to try it.
It's settled then. When this is all over, I'll take you out for some.
I look forward to that.
Then make sure you come back alive, alright?
You too, Rokuro. Yozakura Anmitsu. I won't forget.
Didn't you want the sword?
Rokuro, you said something to him at the end.
To Shigure?
Yeah, maybe it's not my place to ask, but...
I don't mind. It was just something that happened long ago. The story about Shigure plotting to overthrow our lord. That was a lie. A lie that I spread.
But why...
I was envious.
Cause to strike him down. Storm Howl, Shigure's name, the leadership of the clan. I used to want all of that for myself.
We are meant to get character growth, positive character growth, not negative character growth. Rokuro.
Do you regret it?
Not at all. Besides, Shigure figured it out a long time ago. But really, I don't know what made me think I had the strength to defeat him back then.
He was truly strong.
Of course he was. He was the head of the Rangetsu family.
Are we the bad
strongest warrior
guys?
in all the land.
Rokuro, does this make you head of the clan now?
No. I'm a demon. And more importantly, all I ever wanted was to beat my brother. That's enough for me.
Except it wasn't enough, and you were bullshitting.
You should get out of here while you still have the chance.
If things get hairy, I'll run. But please, let me stay here a little longer. I owe Shigure for giving me back my free will. And he always did hate to be alone.
I never knew that.
You didn't? Weren't you his brother?
We never had time to think about anything other than our training.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean any insult. He lived and he died according to his own beliefs. That has to be good enough. Humans like that are not so bad.
I suppose we aren't.
You're a funny sort of Moloch, aren't you?
Thanks for the compliment.
But yeah, that mystic art being I don't know if it's because I had Rokuro in my party or not. And part of me is curious to see what happens if I don't have him in my party.
It's scorching. No, it's torrid. Wait, no, it's hot! Can you please stop making a fuss? Anyone who can keep their cool inside a volcano needs their head examined.
I can feel the power of the earth pulse flowing upward. This is the life spring.
That's odd. Melchior isn't here. Have you devoured even Shigure, Lord of Calamity?
Yes, and I'm looking for dessert.
Remember, the only exorcists whose souls are worthy of sacrifice are Shigure, Oscar, Teresa, and me!
He's above us, at the volcano's peak.
With 3 souls, you can only awaken 3 Empyreans. That won't be enough to seal Innominat's power. If you are missing even one, awakening them will cause this volcano to explode, with you inside it. If you seek to awaken all 4 elemental Empyreans, then come. Try and take my soul from me!
Why are you telling us all this?
What do you think, Magilo?
Trap. Melchior's greatest strength lies in his power over ice. I only wish we could lure him down here.
But we dare not forget. He's an exorcist who spent years plotting to awaken Innominat.
Exactly. He could be capable of anything. It'd be dangerous to assume otherwise.
Maybe this is the wrong time, but Magilo, you're related to Melchior, right?
You think?
You'd better believe it's the wrong time. Long ago, I was Magilanica Loom Maven, Melchior's foster daughter, and before I was cast out, his disciple.
Magilanica?
The lost legate. Huh. So even after 10 years, my name still lives on.
I'm impressed. You must have commanded a lot of respect.
Her?
Not in the least. The relationship between Melchior and I was like that between Velvet and Artorias.
Poppy and his master?
The debts owed, and the grudges held. Velvet, you don't have to believe me. You may never believe me. But I tell you now, I want to settle my—
I don't much care about the affairs of a witch, now do I? I'm going to the peak to find him. Just doing what I want, like always.
Yep, that's right. And I'm going with you, like always.
So, did Bayonetta have anything to do with that fetish of yours?
Piece of cake, it's a cinch. Piece of cinch, it's scorching, it's freezing, it's scorching.
What are you muttering about?
You told me to chill out when I complained about the heat.
Is that still bothering you?
I heat up quickly and cool down slowly. I'm not bothering anyone, so go on, get lost.
That's even more annoying. I mean, come on. If it's both hot and cold, it's not scorzing. It's freeching, clearly.
That doesn't sound like me at all. Wait, that's not even my point. My skin feels like a frozen shell, but somehow my insides are boiling! This is miserable! It should be one or the other. I can't stand this fence-sitting!
Oh? Well, so what about the pineapple and sweet and sour pork?
Gross!
A sweet omelet?
The crime against nature.
Pineapple on pizza?
Raisins?
Whoever thought up dried grapes should be hanged!
Well, then what about peach pie?
I don't see what you're getting at!
What about yourself?
Utterly vile.
Doesn't that make you a fence-sitter?
That's why I'm having you eat that old man and shove him into the life spring.
I hope you learn to like yourself.
Don't try to embarrass me.
I won't run away! Later than
See this? I'll stop you!
Spirit release! You wronged me! Here
Defiant Here it comes!
No escape!
I say!
No escape! Double haze!
Slow them! I will hit on you! Like that! Devour! Next!
Caution! Double haze!
Divine!
I still need a lot of training. Is training hard?
Hmm. Alright, another doll for her, but we still need to master the one she has equipped. Look at that absolute unit.
I don't think we have a chance.
Alright, neutral armored fiend. It's strong against fire though, so fire and earth is yeah, all of my Armored Fiend stuff is elements. He resists. Oh, great, he reflects everything.
See this?
I guess we're just gonna do Defiant Conviction then. Yep, that works.
Shooting star! See this? Fade wave! Double hit! Power pressure! Hurricane! No escape! Double hit! Deception! Deception!
Oh, hey, he's dying.
No escape! Hurricane! Hurricane! Hurricane!
Move. You have a card on, do you?
See this?
I refuse to fall here.
Don't get overcome. See this? Shooting star! Deception!
You're just spamming the same attack. Such is my conviction.
Come on, really? We just need one last soul to awaken the elemental Empyreans.
Are you alright, Velvet?
I'll eat Melchior, and our collection will be complete.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about you. You collapsed after the thing with Teresa and Oscar, remember?
You wonder if I'm fine after eating shigure. It's not a problem.
But wasn't Shigure a lot more powerful than they were?
But look at me. I'm fine, right? Does it seem like I'm faking it?
No.
I think I'm just used to it. Both my body and mind.
You're not just used to it. You've changed.
Hmm?
Just as I changed after finding my free will, you've gotten stronger through our travels too. You faced down many sorrows and hardships, and overcame them all.
Did I, though?
You did. And that's why
I'll make you a quiche later.
could you make pudding too?
No.
Sure. But are you just trying to butter me up so I'll cook for you?
Well, I mean, yeah. How did you know?
You really have grown a lot, haven't you? All right. Let's go and find me some Melchior to eat.
Yeah!
I know you might be dead, or dying, but can you make me some food? And suddenly my channel is used to find people with similar things. Small world. Have we saved? Is this who you're talking about, Neku? Alright, let's go south first. I expect Neko to change Twitch name to have UEF at the end more.
I'm not sure what Melchior is really capable of. What kind of man is he?
To put it short, he's the Exorcist's shadow.
Their shadow?
They're supposed to be free of malevolence, but they're only human, and so are those who they want to save. But sincerity and conviction alone won't save the world. To remain free of malevolence, they need someone to do their dirty work. A shadow.
I see. And that's Melchior's job.
During all my time at the Abbey, I was never aware of what he was really doing.
So, why hasn't he succumbed to malevolence?
Because his belief in the Exorcists as the saviors of the world is pure and unyielding. It is a mountain of ice that will neither boil, nor melt, nor break. I know the depths of his frozen heart all too well.
Wait, does that mean you...
Yes. Melchior was raising me to be the shadow for the next leader of the Exorcists. Artorius himself. But that was a terrible mistake. I was unable to live up to his expectations.
So if things had gone as he planned, we'd be fighting you instead of Melchior.
I'm glad that didn't have to happen.
True. If Magulu was running the Abbey...
They would be completely unpredictable. That would be fearsome.
Maybe. But doesn't that sound like a whole lot of fun?
So Melchior was my shadow too.
Oh, feeling too sympathetic to fight him?
I wouldn't say that.
There's nothing to be sad about. Removing shadows is part of a shadow's job. Even if I'm a failed shadow, I'm still a witch, and I cast a deeper darkness.
UEF is ultimate Emma fan. Don't hit me. Where did you come from?
Not even worth my time.
How many mosquitoes can I kill in a day? I killed 2 during the break. Now I just saw another one.
Peak just ahead. If Melchior's anywhere, he's there.
Be careful. That crafty old buzzard is nothing like Shigure. He won't fight us head on.
I don't know why I left my Venice racket for mosquitoes. I have a few, but I don't know where the other one is. There used to be one in this room. I didn't even pay attention to the items I got. Earring, okay.
Is victory for us really possible? We're facing the legate, Lord Melchior.
I'd give us around 4 to 1 against.
4 to 1? Are our chances that slim?
Almost every trick I or any current exorcist knows can be traced back to him. If I throw out 3 arts at once, he'll pull 6 out of his hat. He knows our capabilities, and he's got
it is a
far
big
more
hat.
power. 4 to 1 might be generous.
I suppose you're right.
However, we have Velvet, the boy, and Rokuro. Who knows what value they'll add when they run amok? It's impossible to calculate, but if luck goes our way, our chances will rise considerably.
Right. We are challenging the hardest possible foe.
But I'm only talking about a straight-up fight. Knowing Melchior, he'll have some nasty tricks.
No matter how you analyze it, the outlook is grim.
Eisen, you too?
What's wrong with a level-headed look at things? Careful consideration could give us the tool we need to turn the odds in our favor. After all, Magilu, forewarned is forearmed, right?
Yes, that's true. Even still, we won't find a weakness in him.
Let's take another hard look. What we need might be lying right at our feet.
At our feet, eh? I'll keep my eyes on the ground as we walk then.
Nothing this way. Nope.
A new Scout.
Damn, Twitch preview died again. And for a second it made me panic. Stream is still live though, right? Okay, we can't cross. Which is really weird. And mosquito. I hate mosquitoes. Should I go right or should I go left? Probably crossover. Oh, are they doing an anime event? Yeah, so am I. I am usually wary of adaptations. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it before I play the games anyway, so... Nice. I still haven't used any of these. I didn't use them in Zestiria until the very end. Oh, I can use this. I forgot. Just to appeal to people who like witches. Right on my broom. I think we are the boss. Oh, is this Sky Trilogy only on PC? Can we just sneak up on him and push him? And then watch him do a Smeagol impression? And if only we had a gun.
The four elemental Empyreans are the beings that maintain the balance and harmony between earth, water, wind, and fire.
We didn't come for a lesson, buddy.
Have you even stopped to think about why they sleep? About what waking them will do to this world's order?
Not really. I don't much care.
They sleep because of arrogant, insolent wretches like you. The Empyreans derive their power and that of their blessings from the prayers of the pure at heart. But humans became corrupted and neglected their prayers. The forgotten Empyreans drifted into slumber.
Human prayers are the source of their power? Just like the Malachim.
I mean, you can probably run it on a Switch if you've modified your Switch. Maybe. I don't know. Is there a PSP emulator for the Switch?
Are you trying to say Innominat blesses someone when he eats their soul?
As the fifth Empyrean, Innominat's purpose is to eat human souls, malevolence and all, and to wipe the slate clean. When all mankind is once again pure as a newborn babe, the elemental Empyreans can be safely revived.
You want to wipe the slate? But that means...
Yes, civilization will crumble.
Oh, tell me about the PSTV modding. I bought a PSTV and I have never actually looked at it. I haven't even plugged it in. I got it for P4 and just didn't do anything with it. I might mess around with it if the modding scene is pretty good on it.
The spread of malevolence, the cleansing of Innominat, the cycle has repeated countless times over the eons. That is why human civilization rises and falls. But if this continues, humanity will never surpass a certain threshold. Thus, the Abbey will control Illuminat's power, so that we may guide humanity into a new, better era.
It all makes sense now. You developed the art of armatization to control Illuminat.
And in order to create the Armatus, you needed the technology found in Siegfried, didn't you?
So that's why you got Ifried involved in all of this.
Just as light cannot exist without darkness, no great achievement comes without sacrifice. Even I must be made tribute for the sake of our ideal world!
Armatus!
No, you don't!
Eisen, stop! I told you. He's a crafty old buzzard.
I should have known it wouldn't be that simple.
Alright, person, weak to wind. Right, pick a wind. There we go.
Killing flash! When I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder!
Blade of Heaven will
Double haze! Fear me!
Divine Connection! Texas Strike!
Gave way! See this? Gave way!
Discord!
Caught you!
Blade of
Armor
Heaven will
crusher!
Divine Connection!
Jade way! Pull forward!
Pierce!
Crush them all! Anoki Fury! Crush them all! Hurricane! Hold up!
Nice. Killed the mosquito with one hand by just grabbing it in midair. And this guy has a lot of balls to face me with that. Yeah.
Imprisoned by the coldest cold, there you shall perish! Absolute prison! 99 nightmare!
Illuminate us!
Stop doing that.
See this? 99 Hurricane!
No mercy! Wounds that will heal!
I cannot die yet. Not here. Not now. Oh, were I only 100 years younger?
How old are you, old man?
100? He's used an oath to add years to his life. Centuries, even.
Is that what you call rational? Sounds like an obsession.
I've said the same thing thousands of times. If it were my choice, I'd have let myself die naturally long ago. But did he not say? Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it. Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal.
So were the words of the exorcist Claudin.
They were foolish.
Think
Or was he
of it.
Claudin?
I'll show you the truth of his words.
You think illusions will work on us now?
Not in the least. But it bought me enough time to finish my art.
Are you trying to set off the volcano?
You'll die too!
As long as I take the Lord of Calamity with me, I have no regrets. That's
No regrets.
I follow reason. Oh. Oh! How dare you insult Claudin's ideal soul!
Hey, Master. Emotions are a real pain, aren't they?
Bye, Velvet. Oh no, it's Griffith.
Velvet! Do it now! You're damn right I do! Hey, Imperium! The Lord of Calamity is here! Wake the hell up!
What was that?
The elemental Empyreans have awoken.
We are free. We will no longer be your tools.
Oh dear, what's happening?
And another mosquito. I hate this.
You saved us, Mogilu. Thanks. If you hadn't thrown Melchior off balance, we'd all be dead.
I settled my own affairs. Nothing more. But if you want to thank me, I accept gifts.
I take it back.
He couldn't hurt those flowers. Was that his oath?
No. That old fool loved flowers more than anything else. Far more than he did any living human. That's all there was to it.
I suppose even a legate could never fully control his heart.
That
Same
seems
goes
like
for
a
wish.
silly weakness.
Sometimes living can be the hardest affliction. Have the 4 elemental Empyreans awakened?
Who knows? But anything that would sleep through that isn't worth our time.
Better watch your mouth or they'll smite you. I can feel a shift in Inominat's domain.
Yeah, all 4 of them have awoken. Inominat has been pushed out from the Earth pulses.
Humanity's amplified resonances will diminish, and many Malachim will regain their free will. The Exorcists will likely lose a good chunk of their forces.
Eleanor, have you lost your ability to fight too?
Sorry to disappoint, but I can still see you. Evil demons, Malachim, and witches alike.
You know where he is.
I can feel him. His body has left the Earth pulses. He's somewhere above the Empyrean's throne now. Artorias is with him. However, Inominat is pushing back against the other Empyreans with incredible force.
If the 4 are defeated, we'll lose our last chance. No time to waste.
Let's go. It's time to end this.
Yeah.
The mountain doesn't appear to be erupting, or doing anything else, really. I'd say that's a relief.
Were Melchior's claims only a bluff?
I'm not convinced. Most of his threats had as much truth in them as he could muster.
With the 4 Empyreans revived, the land is awakened. Changes in the Earth that once took eons will now happen in a few hundred years.
Is that why the
Few hundred years?
The
continents
mountain
became
will
one?
erupt, but not for a long while.
A long while to a human, maybe. But compared to the history of the land, it'll be a blink of an eye.
But Inominat is the Empyrean of suppression. Who can say what will happen when we kill him? Well, it's not like I care anyway. I think we should care.
Melchior sure was strong, wasn't he?
Yeah. If it weren't for Magilu's help, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
really?
But you saw the opening she gave us and took it.
Did you want to be the one to finish him off?
If it mattered to me, I'd have fought him alone. We all had our reasons to fight him. The opportunity just happened to be yours. That's all there is to it.
I understand.
If Melchior had only manipulated Ifrid for personal reasons, then that would be settled now. But he was acting based on his idea of reason. That creating a world without malevolence was worth the cost of destroying people's free will. Ifrid won't be avenged until I destroy that very philosophy.
Your business with the Abbey isn't done.
Not even close. You all could just sit around twiddling your thumbs, and I'd still take the heads of Artorias and Inominat on my own. If you want to be the ones to finish them off, you'll have to beat me to it.
You're on.
I'll fight with everything I've got. That's all I can do.
That's plenty.
I really don't mean to pry, but I've gotta know. Does it feel good to pinch all those souls out from your stomach?
That's kind of a gross way of putting it.
I have to agree with Velvet. The way you put it sounds so inappropriate.
I'm pretty sure that was her point.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why so cranky? I was only asking to see if you were getting hungry or not.
Then ask that in the first place.
Are you? Hungry, that is.
I do feel hungry, now that you mention it, but I don't think it has to do with losing those souls.
Then why is it?
Maybe my appetite is increasing as Inominat's suppression weakens.
Yeah, I'm suddenly feeling hungry myself.
My stomach could start growling at any moment.
I have been thinking of nothing but delicious things to eat for a while now.
I bet Magilu only brought it up because she's feeling peckish herself.
No, that's not the reason at all.
That settles it then. When we get back to the ship, you can take guard duty while we eat.
I'll make a quiche and pudding.
I'll cook up some pinyon and tomato stew.
Ooh, I'd love to try your cooking, Madam Eleanor. Let's get back to the ship.
Getting all fired up about food. I would never... I would kill for a big bowl of sweet Kalegian-style borscht!
Then go find me some peaches.
Why peaches?
Because you can't have Kalegian borscht without peach pie for dessert.
Okay.
We've
That's a lot of
found quite
skips.
few geotrees so far. I feel like I've run 3 marathons back to back. I'm sorry, Bienfu. That's okay. All this exercise is making me nice and buff. You're right. You don't look any different, but when I touch you, I definitely feel muscles. I bet I could even take down Aizen and Rokuro with a single well-placed hit. I'm not so sure, but okay.
Bienfu, I know we're placing a heavy burden on you with all this geoboard business, and I'm sorry for that. But we really appreciate it. You've been truly helpful.
Aw, Madam Eleanor, you're too sweet. You're nothing like that mean old Miss Magilu.
How are you coping with your fatigue?
I'm kind of not, actually. In fact, I don't think I'll ever recover. Unless you give me a nice massage, Madam Eleanor.
Did I mention I don't like
I think I
being
can
full?
manage that.
Because I don't.
I didn't think that actually worked.
I'm quite good at working out those pressure points. I can really grind the butt of my spear in just the right spots and have you feeling refreshed in no time. But I have to warn you, it might hurt a little bit.
What? You know what? Never mind. I'm good. And you don't have to push so hard.
Yeah, Rokuro would just murder him.
It's refreshing, but ow, 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 ow.
I wouldn't mind a massage right now. Hmm. Hold on, there was a... this bit here. Should I bother? Can't be bothered, to be honest. Probably nothing. Probably a consumable or something. I'm not holding R2 and it's still doing it. Nice. Usually I have to hold R2 to do this. Yeah, I'm not holding R2 at all. She keeps riding it automatically.
Glad to see you made it back in one piece, Velvet.
I'm here on orders from the boss to help you guys out.
We could certainly use it. How are things back in the city?
I came here from Helives, so I don't know how far the suppression has progressed. But I can tell you that the Abbeys designated the area north of Helives as a Class 4 administrative zone.
Which means they've pulled their forces out of the area.
What about the people of Mercio?
Everyone got out safe and sound, although they did petition for the extermination of the Lord of Calamity.
Of course.
I say we make this town our new hideout. When else are we ever gonna find a hideout that comes with hot springs?
That's a good idea. We should leave Kamoana and the others here.
Dial, could you stay and help them out?
As if you even had to ask.
Well, that's surprisingly reliable for you, Dial.
Hey, that hurts. Now get going already. Benwick and the crew are making preparations in Helives right now.
It's not really a good idea to use this as a base, considering they were just talking about how they could attack it.
Hey, Rokuro, how'd the showdown with your brother turn out?
I killed him. But I couldn't break Stormhowl.
Is that because Stormhowl was an even stronger sword than Kuragane's?
No. Even with Shigure's full strength behind it, Stormhowl didn't even leave a nick in Kurogane's blade. If I didn't have this sword, I'd be dead now. I think I just couldn't break Stormhowl because I'm still too inexperienced.
But you won the match, didn't you?
Yeah, but only by combining my techniques with Kurogane's craftsmanship.
If that's the case, then as long as you're wielding it, that sword is Stormquell. After all, Kuragane's sword did quell the Godblade's raging storm.
Do you think Kurogane would agree?
Are you kidding? You know how stubborn that guy is. He'd just say he'd forge something even stronger the next time. And that's why I say you shouldn't be satisfied with how you are either, Rokuro.
I know. I'll find even stronger opponents to cut down.
The subtitles had an extra sentence.
Will become even more legendary than Stormhowl ever was.
That's the spirit. Show him what we demons can do.
And then broke again. Alright, got another sash. Oh yeah, we can probably turn this in. Hey, money! Oh, we have to rest at the inn. Probably a skit, yep.
Grimoire, could we talk?
You sound so serious, like it's the eve of the final battle.
Well, isn't it? Can't you let yourself get caught up in the moment for a change?
Getting caught up in the moment is for young, foolhardy lovers. So, what is it you want to talk about?
I just figured I should drop by since, well, like I said, the final battle with Inominat is coming up and all.
Ugh, you're talking like you're saying your last goodbyes.
It's just that we're up against a lot. Even Miss Magilu doesn't know what the future holds for us, and she almost always has that stuff figured out.
Whether she has it figured out or not, it is our lot in life to follow our vessels and fight to the very end.
That's what I've always thought, so I just dealt with Miss Magilu's craziness up till now. But she's never thanked me for it. No, good job, Bienfu. No, I'm glad I'm your vessel. Not even something like, I'll introduce you to a cute girl when it's all over. It'd be nice to hear a little gratitude from her, even just once.
Surely you know she's not the type to do that sort of thing, though, yes?
That's all the more reason to want just one brief glimpse at who she is underneath.
monster.
If you're so unhappy, it's not too late to switch back to the Abbey's side and become an informant again.
What's the point in that? I don't know anything they'd want, and they wouldn't have any use for me there.
So you lack confidence in your own abilities.
Miss Moggy Lewis let me come with her wherever she went, and her talents have gotten us this far. But now that we have to fight Inominat, I'm worried. I don't know what use I can be for her, or if I can keep her safe.
But you'll still go, won't you?
Yeah, of course. Or else my name isn't Norman Brave.
See, you can do this. You've been keeping Moggy Lou safe this whole time. With all the emotional pain she's been through, she's needed someone as thick-skinned and tenacious as you. She may talk like she doesn't care, but she wouldn't have tracked you down and renewed your pact if she didn't.
When you put it like that, bien! All right, you've convinced me.
That's right. You just trust in old Norman Therapist's good advice. It won't steer you wrong.
Therapist?
Wow, I'd have never expected you to actually make a joke like that, Grimoire.
I just thought I'd get caught up in the moment like you wanted.
I guess we can go to Helivis. But before that, I wanted to check if we can... Not even close. Nope. Let's go to Helivis.
You there, Exorcist! Do you know what happened to the Praetor, Lady Teresa? She used to be in charge here. Lady Teresa is the only one who can restore law and order in our town. Please, send a message to the Abbey. Tell them that the citizens of Helivis are awaiting her return. Even if the Lord of Calamity herself were to attack, I won't budge until Lady Teresa returns to us.
What will refusing to move accomplish?
If my life is in danger, I know Lady Teresa will come to save me. Her, in that ice-cold glare of hers.
Teresa won't be coming back.
What?
If you really love Teresa, you shouldn't rely on her to protect you. You should become strong enough to protect her.
She's dead, Jim.
That burning glare of yours. I think I like it.
Wait, what?
Oh, it still says Teresa fan, not Eleanor fan. I thought it might change. Alright. Tavern. That's something new.
I heard that the Lord of Calamity appeared in Mercio. Now the whole town's been captured by demons. What is the Abbey doing? Why don't exorcists come around here anymore?
The Abbey has abandoned us. If the Calamity shows up here, we're doomed. We either run or give up and drown ourselves in drink. If only Lady Teresa were still here.
Why has it come to this? Curse you, Lord of Calamity, for everything you've done!
You're quite the popular girl. Why not wave to your fans?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We're planning evacuation routes. We need to be ready if the Calamity or demons show up in town.
When the Calamity attacked the first time, there was massive confusion. Some children got hurt in all the madness. We're preparing evacuation boats, so that we can all flee out to the sea if anything happens.
It's a good idea, but it will be hard to evacuate the entire town by boat. You'd best prepare a land route too.
That's a good point. But wouldn't a land route run the risk of being attacked by demons?
Yes, you'll need to guard it as heavily as you do the city gates. It would be best if you could devise a way to prevent demons from intercepting the escape route, but...
Some of the exorcists lost use of their Malachim. We can't count on the Abbey's garrison to help us.
I'll send a request for aid to the Abbey. But please, don't give up. Try to think of something.
Of course. There's no way we'll...
Is she lying to them? She can't request aid.
Protect you.
Can you really ask the Abbey for help?
I can send a Sylph to some of my old friends from when I was still in training. Even if they refuse to trust a traitor like me, they won't ignore the plight of the people here in Helives.
Hey! How long are you going to sit there crying? You can't be a fisherman if you're afraid of some Lord of Calamity.
The demons that wrecked this town are still alive. Who knows when they'll show up again?
How about right now?
Sniveling idiot! Keep whining like that, and this Calamity whatever will keep walking all over you!
But what can we do? We can't even defeat a single demon.
That's why we take our boats, catch some fish, and make sure we've got enough food to keep on surviving. Didn't they drill anything into that fool head of yours in school? Ugh. Do I have to knock some sense into you? Get up and get the boat ready!
That is one hot-headed dad.
Too hot for any demons to get near. That's for sure.
Oh, really? Really?
Welcome back! I take it you defeated the Legates.
Yes, but that still leaves Enominat and the Shepherd.
Onward ho to the last battle! Oh, I picked up something nice for you. Here.
And suddenly she can taste it.
It's a fortune apple. A good luck charm. No real powers, but they're hard to find. Legend has it, they're pretty lucky.
A fortune apple.
But we're the bad guys, aren't we? Maybe what we need is bad luck instead.
We have eyes
I
in.
think the Reaper's got that covered.
Aw, that's just mean.
Well, I appreciate the thought. Thanks, Benwick. I love apples.
Just don't eat it.
I couldn't eat it, even if I wanted. Wait a moment. That's right. My power to consume is a part of Enominat. If that's true, then...
What is it?
It's expired
Love
food.
bite. Delicious fortune apple.
No way. That's a good luck charm.
That it is. One to give you the courage you need to survive.
So, where's our final destination?
All destinations are final.
Sail for Port Zexon.
That's what destination means.
Aye, aye, sir.
Do you think that with Enominat's power waning, people will be free again?
Well, the pirates are acting like pirates again. May take longer for others, but I think it's happening.
What do you think of traveling around to see for ourselves? I'd like to know what's going on out there.
I'd like to meet the elemental Empyreans, if I could.
That's not a great idea. They're all in various Earth Pulse points, but where those are is a mystery. They could be very far off.
and they might not view us as allies.
Yep, gods live by their own rules. Our business with Inominat probably doesn't concern them.
You're right.
It might be wise to scope out the situation before our battle. As we go around, we might find out more about what Artorias is up to.
Just don't eat him. Got it?
I won't. Don't worry.
Hey, Rokuro! I heard about a Class 4 island that sounds damn near perfect for you.
An island that's perfect for me. Do the rivers flow with good drink?
Now that you mention it. But no! Different island. I'm talking about you as a swordsman. The demons there all run around the island in suits of armor and helmets and stuff, I hear.
Armored demons are not unusual.
Yeah, but what I heard tell was that all the exorcists who got sent there came back with their swords broken. I don't know if they've got swords too, or if their armor is just that strong, but I reckon your sword will be able to stand up to them.
Well then, I've heard worse ideas.
If you believe the tales, that island used to be a place where swordsmen and knights competed to see who was stronger.
Oh yeah, I know the island you're talking about. Craftsmen from all over gave their finest weapons and armor to the greatest of warriors and made them fight. It was as much a showcase for those wares as it was a contest of strength.
So the demons on that island might come at us wielding fine arms and armor.
I'm certainly up for checking it out. I'm curious to see how good the stuff really is.
After all I've told you, you still want to go? What is wrong with you?
He's Rokuro? What is not wrong with him? Alright. Let's go to the Fiend Quarter. Do this island, then the next one.
We can do this!
Talk about overkill.
You're finished! Double haze! No escape! Perfect deception!
I don't know why these things are easy. They are usually more difficult in those games. They're usually challenges involving one party member.
Is that all you got? You won't get away.
It's basically just keep attacking until you're done.
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
A waistcoat. Right, one more island. I don't know how far I should push it today. I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow. Or probably the day after. Because I'll be busy for a few days. You know, what am I kidding? I probably won't have decent connection anyway.
Always be on guard.
I mean, if I have time for like shorter streams, then I'll probably try do shorter streams. But it's okay, Shiro is gonna stream singing.
Make cyclone! Stay! Heaven's wrath! This guy! Double haze! I said! Heaven's serve! Finish! Your day! Stay! Take that! Stay! Take this guy! I said! Moonlight cyclone! Heaven's wrath! Double haze! Finish! Your day! Stay away! Take that! Moonlight cyclone! Heaven's wrath! Hero! You're defenseless! Mine enemy! Take that! Devour! I will know you! Moonlight cyclone! Crash! Fury! Dragon!
No escape!
Dude, just die.
See this? See this? Shooting star!
I refuse to fall here.
That took too long. Increase the amount of gold required for enhancing equipment. It wasn't all that much to begin with. I reduced the cost of gold to buy equipment. Then I'm all on board. Was this? Nah. How are we doing on time? I can push it more. Let's go 0.6.
So, what was it you needed to say to me alone?
Where's Laphicet?
He wanted to stand watch with me, but I forced him to get some rest. After all this fighting, he needs it.
I owe you. That kid always tries to play the tough guy.
Just like the one who named him.
He's nothing like me. His motivation comes from hope.
Hope.
The wind is nice.
Yes, the world may teem with hardship and sadness, but it's also filled with beauty. The endless ocean, the islands in the south, even the frozen tundra and the mountains that spew fire.
It is. And humans make their home among all that beauty. This is the world that Laphie always yearned to travel. I finally understand what he saw when he sat looking out over the ocean. Eleanor, I have a single favor to ask of you. If anything happens to me, take care of Laphicet.
What? Is something the matter?
The power possessed by the Therians and Innominat is fundamentally the same. I have a theory. No, theory is too rational. A different part of me, something separate from my hatred, wants me to do something. It wants me to leave this world with hope.
Wait, you don't mean...
Humor me, okay? If the worst happens, I'm counting on you.
I understand. You have my word. I'll look after Laphicet. While I'd love to take advantage of this momentary weakness, I can't. My oath is to obey your orders until my dying breath.
I'd almost forgotten about all that. Good thing I kicked your butt after all. Well, the suppression field is gone.
And in its place, rampaging demons.
I sliced my finger earlier today making a smoothie, but I was breaking the ice and it just got sliced for some reason. Still hurts a little bit and it's bleeding randomly. Fun.
We expected that. Thanks for everything.
I only did what I felt like doing. Who needs thanks for that?
Let's go. We have a fight to finish with the Shepherd.
Also, we're not talking about the ship I stole to fight I freed.
Scout ships.
Inominat's power may have weakened, but I think that'll only cause more of a stir in the cities.
Without the Abbey's exorcists, the people will have a hard time quelling demons.
Are you crying?
I'm simply coming to terms with reality. I've learned to think for myself rather than let others do the thinking for me. It's painful and frightening, and comes with great responsibility. But this is who I am now. It's on me to own up, face my fears, and keep moving forward.
You're a piece of work, but I don't mind having you around.
Yes, I'm not weak like I used to be.
No, you aren't.
You don't have to bear the weight of the world alone, though.
I understand that. I will do only what I can.
You always say that, but then you end up overdoing it, right? If you push yourself to the limit and it's still not enough, there's no shame in relying on others.
Rokuro, thank you so much.
You realize you just thanked a demon, right?
I'm aware of that.
We put all our faith in you because you said you could protect us. We endured all your harsh rules and laws.
So how can you tell us you can't defeat the demons because you can't control Malakim anymore?
We don't understand why we've lost the ability to control our Malakim. But even without my Malak arts, I will fight to my dying breath to protect all of you. So please, calm down.
I'm not listening to anything the Abbey says anymore.
What are you looking at? Yeah, you there.
And that voice does not suit him.
I think I'll pass. Thanks.
Hey, Muscles! Get back here! I'm not through with you!
Please stop. I understand that you're worried and upset, but now isn't the time to be fighting amongst ourselves. Please, let us all stand together. Help us fight off the madness and the demons that threaten our world. And if that's not good enough for you, you can face me instead.
Guess I'm sorry.
That exorcist has some serious backbone.
Aye.
Hey, it's you! Magilou's debauchery.
It's menagerie.
I finally get a chance to see the famous Magilou's menagerie. I've been waiting forever to meet up with you again.
Meet up with us? Why?
Well, with my bad luck, I've always just missed out on seeing your splendiferous performances. So, well, I made my own menagerie. The Abbey is a mess, and people everywhere are scared. Demons abound, and, well, everyone's so gloomy. So I thought that
this guy apparently doesn't know the difference between debauchery and menagerie.
My troop is still in training, but we're almost ready.
That's wonderful. What do you call yourselves?
I wanted something with power, impact. So behold, we are the Dark Wings.
Dark Wings. Huh.
Hey, what gives? That's a terrible reaction.
You're trying to cheer people up, right? So why dark? And dark wings only make me picture...
It's probably a translation thing.
Really?
In Japanese, probably
Dark Wings, I think
two better words.
Maybe I should rethink this. Oh, I got it! We'll be the Dark Smiles!
Sounds like you've got a pretty dark sense of humor. You really want to go with such a dark-hearted name?
Okay, fine. The Dark Magic. No, the Dark Circus. No, that's no good.
Dark Wings was
The Dark...
Maybe you could try
the assassin,
the dark
wasn't it?
part.
Good point. All right then. How about this one? The Peddlers of Joy.
We don't accept solicitations.
Fine. Forget you. I've made my decision. We're Darkwing Menagerie of Comedy, and that's final.
You really went all out. Still, you've got zing, kid. Here's hoping you have many dark years to come.
The Thieves in Abyss. Yeah, that makes
Makes
sense.
us rivals now, but still, from one entertainer to another. Good luck.
About that magic exam of yours? You only use that spell when you couldn't care less what happens, right?
What this world needs now is a good dose of apathy. Am I right?
But here's hoping you have many dark years to come. That's not very nice at all, is it?
Magic exam!
I'm surprised some of Abyss is still lingering in my mind, considering how long ago I played it.
I can't get my hands on nectar or a good drink anymore, but thanks to that, I've finally seen the light. I tried drinking lots of different things to help cope with my cravings, and I discovered that a nice cup of tea really does the trick. You can't give kids the heavy stuff, but tea? Kids, adults, the elderly, everyone can enjoy it.
That's a good positive point of view.
I'm thinking about using my life savings to open a tea shop filled with tea from all over the world. Rather than let ourselves get all worked up panicking over the demons, we'd be better off sitting down with a nice cup of relaxing tea.
It'd be wonderful if you sold some tasty pies or cookies there too.
I know, right? I need to find some baked goods that go well with tea. Maybe I can find a girlfriend while I'm at it.
Hey, Eleanor.
Good luck with that.
Thanks. Speaking of which, are you single?
Sorry.
Did he hear me?
Yeah, figured as much.
Did he just hear me? Alright. Michael's Menagerie. Asset Ancient Remedy. Nordals. Alright. I think we can just fool around now instead of rushing to the main story. I think we can easily finish it in another stream. But that really depends on how much I want to rush it. The spot here we haven't been to. Yeah, let's go. Last group. And this one is... Which one is this again? Not the same. I think we're just gonna be listening to conversations all over the place. Oh. No?
At last! The Nordal set is complete! Hooray! Go us!
Turtles! Turtles! Just in time for the winner circles! Your detective skills truly put mine to shame!
It wouldn't have taken so much time and effort if you'd been willing to help us look. But you'll make it up to us with a suitable discount next
Pretty sure
week.
this guy will turn dark, Turtles.
Can't you give me a break?
Never mind. Do you have anything for us?
I do mind's that! But yeah, here's another letter for Eisen.
Another one? I will keep this missive short as my patience with you has expired. Come to the prison island and face your judgment. I will not blame you if you run, but I will consider you a heartless coward of a brother.
Is this Phoenix?
Ooh, this sounds like a challenge to a fight. Now we're talking my language. Let's get going.
Whoever this is, they're just trying to get under your skin. Why not let it go and move on?
This is the third letter, not counting any that might not have reached us. I say we should go nip this in the bud. Yeah, I think so too. If we just keep ignoring it, something might happen to Eisen's sister.
Exactly. I can't allow that. I want to head to Titania and settle things.
I still have a long way to go before I perfect my new drink, but I did discover something useful already. If you steep the radish bells in barley wine, the poison is denatured, leaving behind a hearty flavor.
Sounds like snake wine.
Exactly. That's where I got the idea.
So, can I get a taste of your new concoction?
Don't tell me I have to wait 50 years for this one, too.
I just started brewing it up. It should be ready after the summer. But my intuition is telling me to let it sit for 4 years.
In that case, we'll come back next autumn. Make sure to save enough for 2.
Nah, 2 won't be enough. I want to treat the whole crew. How much can you make by then?
I've already prepped 3 large barrels. If I push, I could probably ready another 7.
Great. Make them. I'll pay for all 7, and we'll split 5 barrels in the autumn.
What? And we'll come for the other 2 in 4 years' time. Right, Eisen?
No. We'll only take 1 more. The last one is yours to sell as the town's specialty.
Oh, thank you. I'll make sure it's delicious. Looking forward to it.
Too bad no one is going to get to taste this, because if we do what we're trying to do, we'll, they won't be able to see the Malkin. Right.
Benwick told me that you can mop the floor with the water you've used for washing rice.
Thomas, how are you doing?
Is that true?
It is. Not only does it get the floor clean, it'll put on a layer of rice brown oil at the same time. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, rice water has a lot of uses. The first time you use a new earthenware pot, boil rice water in it, and you'll extend its lifespan. And if you use it when you're rehydrating dried fish, it'll tenderize it and take away the fishy smell too. And if you water plants with it, it acts as a fertilizer. It's really useful stuff.
Wow, look at you, Velvet. Maybe I could see you with a family after all.
You don't have to act so surprised.
Still, I've never read that in any of my books before. How did you end up learning all that?
I learned from Celica, who learned it from our mom. It's just been passed down across the family.
Wow! What else did you learn from your sister growing up?
Celica taught me everything our mom knew about cooking, from the basics to more advanced techniques. Speaking of which, rice water is really useful when cooking, too. If you use it to boil radishes, it'll get rid of their bitter taste. When you use it to boil bamboo shoots or burdock roots, they'll soften and take on a nice white color. My mother taught Celica that anyone who threw away rice water wasn't qualified for housework, and my sister passed it on to me, too.
You know so many cool things!
When I needed to make When you need to make a child eat their vegetables, it'll go over better if you can cook them tender and not so bitter.
I bet you'd make a pretty good mom one day, Velvet.
You really think so? Actually, since you're here...
That is basically Morgana from Persona 5. With a hat. And 500 times more annoying. And using Iago's voice from Aladdin. Morgana sucks, but Bienfu is worse. And yeah, I heard about all the storms in the US. It would be nice if it means you don't have to get to work, but that's probably not the case, is it?
Here, Bienfu, I have to ask. Those are discarded vegetables on your tray there, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're just raw scraps left over from cooking. I was on my way to throw them out just now.
What are you talking about? That's all still good stuff you can use. Look at those radish leaves. Dice them up, fry them in oil, add soy sauce, cooking wine, bonito flakes, and sesame seeds, and voila! A perfectly healthy topping for rice. And that potato skin? If you wipe the inner side on a mirror, it won't fog up. Put some salt on those lemon rinds and you can use them to scrub a wash basin sparkling clean.
Holy cow, Velvet! You're a treasure trove of knowledge.
You know what's been bothering me? These pirates are way too wasteful with their food. They leave so much garbage.
You might be getting a little carried away here.
Yeah, I think you've made the jump from potential mom to bothersome in-law.
Well, for here it's still the same weather. Currently it's about 18 degrees, surprisingly. This is probably as cold as it will get through the year. Yep, Celsius.
Hello. We were hoping we could put on a
I
comedy.
thought that was
act
his
here.
voice. I got scared for a second.
Partner.
Me.
I'm going to be honest. I think you'll be the worst of any of them.
You just underestimate me. I have my own sense of humor. Just act like we're both aboard the Von Eltia.
I already have a bad feeling about this. All right. You can play the strong, forceful type, and I'll be the dumb, slow one who...
No. I want to play the dumb character.
Are you sure you can handle that?
I'll have everyone dying from laughter the way only a Reaper can.
I don't think I like where this is going.
It's not that much colder. It's only freezing.
We're your friendly comedy duo, Death by Laughter!
Magic Kazam!
Huh? He just stole my line!
Thank you all for coming here to see us today. Now, when you think of Rakugo, you of course think of classic characters like Hatsuan, Kuma-san, Oya-san, and there's the neighborhood retiree, and Yotaro the fool who...
Whoa, hold it! What are you rambling on about?
Does it matter? I'm just trying to get a feel for the audience. Every comedian does it.
Not anymore. Speed is key nowadays. Speed! You need to be snappy and get straight to the point!
Well, I object. Comedy that forgets the old classics has no future.
What's old is tired. Comedy is always evolving. It has to.
Exactly.
You must be some new wave type then.
Did you just click your tongue at me?
No.
You totally did! I heard that! I'm the leader here, and don't you forget it! If you respect comedy, then respect my authority!
Sorry.
All right, as long as you understand. Now, what are you thinking of doing today?
I was thinking of maybe imitating a clock.
Cut that out! I can't take this anymore. You're impossible!
Yeah, I heard it was going down to like negative 45 in some places.
We really tried to practice so the jokes would land. How do you think it went?
Your jokes were okay, I suppose. But your partner was so intimidating. Whew. I couldn't laugh.
I actually had some people tell me that when I started stand-up. They said I was too intimidating. They were scared. They weren't sure if they should laugh or not.
Huh?
Can't say I'm surprised.
Some strange people.
She had the idea to build a great bell tower and make it the symbol of our town. We'll make the tower out of stone, tall and proud. Then we'll hang the biggest bell in the land here. The wind whistling down from the mountains will carry the sound far, far away. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Yeah, it sounds great. Where are you going to quarry the stone?
The stone we get from the mountains near here is dense and smooth, perfect for constructing buildings with.
You know your rocks.
When I was deciding on where and what to farm here, I spent a lot of time researching the nearby geology.
Not only does she have the knowledge, she has a great logical mind. She's been a terrific help in getting this plan off the ground.
And he's got the good ideas, but he tends to leap before he looks. Since I don't get flashes of insight like he does, he's given me all sorts of ideas for improving my farm.
Now we're trying to find the perfect metal for the bell.
The metals and their ratios used when casting the bell will change its sound dramatically, right?
That's right. We're testing all sorts of alloys, trying to find one that produces a smooth, pleasing sound.
I hope you can find a sound that will soothe the hearts of those both near and far.
Yeah, having it that cold is annoying. I mean, I like the cold more than hot weather or warm weather, but that is extreme.
Every time this time of year comes around, I can't help but think back on that terrible accident.
Can you tell us about it?
This was all quite a long time ago, but a carriage transporting suspects to a heresy trial fell down a ravine. I was the one who first found them, and let me tell you, it was a nasty sight.
Oh, right. I remember hearing about this.
Well, these were people who'd made a killing running dodgy shows, so their luck might have just caught up with them.
Did anybody survive? Apparently not. But I heard there was one body they never found.
Right. She was a girl they'd made a part of their show. I heard they really abused her and forced her to work for them. I hope she managed to escape, but I don't know.
There were rumors that a strange spirit saved her life. As if anyone could believe a story like that.
Yeah, I heard that too. But the crash happened in the deep mountainside wilderness. It's much more likely that she was eaten by a beast. I'm surprised you know so much about it. It happened when I was still young.
Exactly how old are you, Magilu? As old as my tongue and a little older than my teeth. From your reaction, I can at least tell you're not my age.
So I guess that was her. Where should we go next? I'm just picking whatever, really. I mean, if it was that cold over here, I probably wouldn't be struggling with the mosquitoes that are plaguing me for the past few days.
Another day without a wild penguin sighting. How are things looking at the penguin farm?
Not good. They're still listless. I tried changing their feed, but they barely touched it. With the weather what it is, the sea temperature has gone down. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe so. I've been pulling up different fish around here lately too. And get this, I found a kraken queen in my nets the other day. Normally you only find them in the northern oceans.
Kraken queen?
If this keeps up, Isolt's fishing industry is in dire peril. We've got to do something about this.
Fishermen and penguin farmers. We should all get together and have a meeting to figure out what to do.
So I guess he's all
You get smacked about by that Kraken Queen?
giving me an optional boss.
A long whip-like tentacle did a number on me. I loved every moment of it.
What?
Oh man, lucky. I should take the boat out tomorrow, see if I can catch one.
I still don't get it. But as long as they're having fun.
You know what? I'm just gonna walk away. Alright, Sanctuary and Inn have other stuff. These NPCs are weird.
Haria village getting wiped out by demon blight. Really makes you think, doesn't it? Like, if they had abandoned their faith in Aminoch and moved to Isolt, they might have been saved.
I'm glad they didn't come here. They deserved it. It's their punishment for heresy.
Wow.
Could you? No one deserves that fate.
But didn't that priestess and her daughter turn first? That's what caused it to spread.
Nice
But
people.
Look at us here in Isolt. Not a single case of demon blight. That's the only possible explanation. They were crazy to resist the Abbey.
Shame on you. Don't speak ill of the dead. No one wants to become a demon. I had a friend in Haria. She was a good person. Whether she believed in Aminoch or Innominat, she was a person just like us. Our islands were her home.
Perhaps I have no right to say anything here, but please, don't ever lose that kind heart of yours. That's the best way you can honor the memory of Haria's people.
I won't. I'll go there soon with an offering of flowers.
Don't die when you get there.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Lafayette?
Why are you
Oh, BM for demo.
Because everyone else in your group has been nothing but trouble. Not a single one of them will truly repent. What kind of place do they think this holy sanctuary is?
I don't know what to tell you. You'll have to take it up with them.
I can't.
BM's voice is different.
You know what they're like, right? If I complain about it to them, they'll just beat the stuffing out of me.
I wish I could tell you that deep down they're all good people, but...
It's kind of different.
You need to confess something.
What? Why me?
See, now it's back to the old one.
I just want to hear a legitimate confession for once. If you don't hurry up, I'll put a curse on you.
Oh, all right. I'm so sorry for all the trouble that my companions have caused you, Father. Forgive me.
No, that's not going to work. I guess I'm not quite in the mood to forgive that yet.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should repent for being such a petty, mean old priest.
And yeah, these guys are extremists. Maybe we should drag a demon or two to them. All in the name of fun. We're gonna have a laugh.
I hear there's one really passionate Lady Teresa fan in Helives, but I'm not going to lose to a poser like him. Lady Teresa's true allure isn't in those frozen eyes. You can't say you understand her if that's all you see, but I do. Only I understand her true appeal. Do you want to know what it is?
Well, I don't think I really care.
Do ya? Huh? Of course you do.
Okay, sure.
Well, if you insist, I'll tell you. Teresa's true allure is in that tinge of sadness hidden within her lovely face. Even when she's smiling, there's a touch of melancholy that never leaves her. It's like her heart is somewhere else, somewhere distant.
So where is it?
With her love, her true love, the true love she's yet to meet. How tragic! She suffers, lamenting the love she cannot find, yet doesn't realize that the very man she seeks is so near. That's why I watched over her so dearly. And then it happened. It was a day I'll never forget.
What happened?
She was off duty, frolicking in the waves by Maclear Beach. That alabaster skin, how pure she looked in her swimsuit.
This guy is really, really creepy.
That's an understatement.
Seriously creepy.
Hey, what's with that cold look?
I feel bad for Teresa. She had to protect creeps like this guy, too.
What cold, cold eyes you have.
Velvet, Eleanor, quickly, avert your gaze! If you keep looking at him with disgust and disdain, you'll only stimulate this perverted freak!
Come on, everyone. Let's go.
No, come back! Please! Scorn me! Despise me!
Her and her brother. At least she had some kind of development when she walked with us in one area. Brother, on the other hand, where is the inn? Oh, the inn is back there. I missed it. There was a skit at the end, I remember. Oh, not a skit. Here, that's different.
Hey, have you heard the rumors? People are saying there's a talking penguin around. I didn't know penguins could talk.
It's true. 3 people have already talked with it near the beach at night.
You don't say. We should totally try to capture it. It'd be a great addition to Magilou's menagerie.
Well, this is no light matter here in Isolt. Local legend has it that when the end times come, a talking penguin will declare judgment upon the sinful. Everyone who's encountered this penguin has been bedridden from the sheer shock of it.
Are you sure it's not just some demon?
It doesn't appear to be, though it does seem to be quite aggressive. It goes after people, attacking them as it yells, "I'm a medical student from Rize Maxia!"
Is that supposed to be its
Wait, what?
judgment or whatever?
Jude?
I have no idea, but whatever you do, you'd better not visit the beach at night.
This is some kind of reverse psychology trick, right?
That is Jude, right? The medical student from Vizimaxia. Vizimaxia is the world of
Scout,
Exilia, right?
the map's really getting filled out now.
You seem really happy, Laphicet.
Yeah, you just had a big old grin on your face.
Well, yeah, of course. Surely even you have some times when you can't help but smile. Right, Velvet?
I never thought about it. You know, I guess I do. Like when I managed to get the kitchen and the dishes sparkling and spotless.
Oh, I know that feeling. I feel that way when I get the bathtub scrubbed so clean that it's as good as new.
Definitely. Oh, and when I finish hanging a huge load of laundry out to dry on a beautiful sunny day.
Could you not compare this to doing chores?
The scouting vessel just contacted us. They say they found Terror Island.
Terror Island? What kind of place is that?
Eisen was
It's an
talking
island
about
that's
it
full of
earlier.
terror.
It apparently moves around.
It's the damnedest thing. Legends say it's roamed the outer seas since time immemorial. They say it absorbs power from all of existence.
That sounds like it might be connected to Inominat.
We won't know anything more until we go there ourselves. First, we should join up with the crew at the docks in Isolt.
Skip time.
Ugh, I can't sleep. I think I'm going to head down to the beach and check things out.
I'm with you. Some things just can't be avoided.
You're going to look for that talking penguin, aren't you?
What makes you say that? We're just going on a walk.
Look, Velvet! There's a penguin!
Think it might be the talking one?
Oh, good evening. Lovely weather, isn't it?
It really talked!
I can't believe it. Something I eat can talk?
Huh? Wait, do you guys eat us penguins too?
Brinnies, dude.
Why does it matter?
Please answer my question. It's very important.
I'm sorry, but yes, I eat them.
And I'll happily devour most anything if I have to.
Well then, I suppose you people are just like the others who came before.
What do you mean, you people?
I can't let you keep doing that.
Oh, and what's a cutesy little penguin like you plan on doing about us, big bad humans?
It's Jude. Yep, Jude.
Ah! He changed into a human!
Alright, weak to fire.
What the hell are you?
Let's go with a Searing Edge, Vernal Torrent. Yeah, this should be fine.
I'm sorry for deceiving you all, but I can't let you hurt any more penguins. One more! Hold up!
Screw you.
Infernal Torrent! Gaze upon the fiery here! Surrogate! Running down! Running down! Terracotta! Here! Spiral! Pow!
I would have expected him to be a super boss.
Killing flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder! Mirage blitz! Disruption! No escape! Disruption! No escape! Disruption! Double haze! Caution! Form two! Crimson Service! Hey, Orochi Fury! Orochi Fury!
Crimson Service! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal!
This power is strong.
Damn it.
Too strong.
Didn't finish it with a Mystic Art.
I turned back into a Penguin. No matter.
Am I gonna fight Milla as
Why
well?
are you so intent on fighting us when you're outnumbered?
I have to protect my fellow Penguins from the likes of poachers like you.
Poachers?
We're not poachers, I swear. We just came here to see a talking Penguin.
Really? But then, why did you guys say you eat penguins?
Sorry, I guess we should have explained more clearly. This one will eat anything.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And as for me, the only penguin I ever eat is what I buy properly at the market.
We're not good people, but we're not those kinds of villains either.
Oh, well in that case, I should apologize for jumping to conclusions and picking a fight. I just ran into some penguin poachers earlier, and I'm afraid I'm a little on edge right now.
Those must be the other people who've spotted you here. They're all sick and dead just from the shock of meeting you. Small fries like them, I bet they'll think twice before they try to poach another animal.
So, what are you then? Some special representative of penguin kind?
No, I'm Jude Mathis. I'm a medical student from Riza Maxia.
A medical student from Rize Maxia?
It's in a different world from yours. Actually, I'm a human just like you all, but somehow I was flung into this dimension, and when I came to, I looked like this.
So, basically, you're a human from another world, but when you came here, it made you turn into a penguin?
This story of yours, quite a tale. The whole thing's pretty hard to believe.
It certainly is. However, when I was lost and confused, the penguins here were kind to me and took me in as their own. I wanted to repay the favor to them since they've done so much for me.
So you've been protecting them from any poachers who come.
But don't you have bigger things to worry about right now? Looks to me like you're too soft-hearted.
I get that a lot.
Well, we've heard your story. But even if it is true, it doesn't sound like there's anything we can do for you.
Don't worry about me. I'll figure out how to get home on my own, one way or another. The problem is that a friend of mine got sent to this world with me, but I haven't been able to find her.
Milla.
My hunch is that she's also turned into a
Amelia
penguin.
Maxwell, right?
You haven't heard of any other talking penguins, have you?
Can't say I have. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
What kind of person is this friend of yours? Maybe we'll run into her later.
Her name is Mila.
It's Milla, yeah.
She has pretty red eyes and long golden hair. She carries herself with dignity and possesses a commanding presence.
And you might confuse her for another character from Xenoblade 2.
What else? Oh, and one of her quirks is that whenever she sees something tasty, she drools.
That's an interesting quirk.
You mean she actually drools?
Also, she's known as the Lord of Spirits because she's accompanied by 4 summon spirits with command over the elements.
Ooh, Lord of Spirits. How royal sounding.
Got it. If we hear anything, we'll let you know.
It may be hard, but try to keep your spirits up, Jude.
Thank you all so much. I hope you guys get a lead on Mila.
You care about her even more than yourself.
Well, how do I put it? She's just a really special person to me, I guess.
Fair enough.
That is a lot of experience. With chances of receiving level 4 random skills on hard mode or above. Alright, a mini Jude. That was easy. Usually this cameo of bosses are much more difficult.
Up, right? No, that Penguin was very real. Or rather, it seems to actually be a human named Jude.
He said he came from another world. No matter how much we see, life is still full of mysteries, isn't it?
He's got guts, I'll give him that. It'd be nice if we could help him somehow.
He's kind to Penguins, too.
If he was telling the truth, that would make him a castaway from another dimension. We seafarers always help out anyone who's adrift.
Personally, I'm curious about this Mila girl, the Lord of Spirits. She might have a connection to the Four Empyreans, or even Inominat himself.
Seems unlikely, but I suppose anything's possible. Just in case, I'll keep everything Jude the Penguin told us in mind.
Alright, let's equip all this stuff. Ooh. Level 60 already. I don't know if I'm over leveled or under leveled. Alright, something at this ship and at the tavern. When will you be back streaming, Thomas? I haven't seen you live for some time. Sorry.
The Abbey is telling everyone to stay away from the Palamedes ruins because a vicious demon has settled in them. It's a real nasty piece of work. Likes to call its buddies over just to devour them. And it's only getting more aggressive over time. Not even the exorcists have been able to keep it under control. If you know what's good for you, you'll all stay away from there too.
A demon that devours other demons and gets more brutal. That sounds like venomization.
If it's bringing in other demons just to eat them, then yeah. I'd bet it's acting on instinct.
Trying to live and be strong, even if that means eating its fellow demons. Why, that's positively alluring.
And how is that exactly?
You know how when it's late at night and you just know you shouldn't have that snack, but there it is and it's so tempting?
If it's been at this for a while, I bet it'll make for a pretty tough opponent.
Yeah, and if Velvet devoured it, she might become a lot stronger.
It sounds dangerous to me.
To feed or not to feed? That is the question.
I guess I'll probably end up using a whole stream for these things next time. it's not going to be a short thing, considering how many areas there are, and yeah, every place has things to do.
We were hoping to put on a comedy routine.
Oh,
Anyway,
Rokuro this time.
I can, but folks in Ysolt are picky when it comes to comedy. You'd better know what you're doing.
I love a good challenge.
Wow, Rokuro, you actually feel like helping out?
Believe it or not, I've always been interested in theater. I thought it would be good for building courage.
I think you have enough courage already, but for now I think we should set your sights low. I'll do most of the talking, you just respond to me and follow along.
Okay, but if you start giving me some jabs, am I permitted to counterattack?
As long as it's not with your sword. That's not exactly reassuring.
Let's get going, Magilu. We've got a show to do.
Oh boy, I'm not sure about this one. Hi there! We're Magilu and Rokuro, a wild, rough and tumble pair! Magicazam! The weather's so nice in Ysolt, isn't it? Especially the sea breeze. Speaking of which...
Sea breezes are bad for swords. If you don't keep them polished, the salt will rust them.
I suppose that's good advice for any sword enthusiasts out there. But anyway, doesn't the air make you want to eat seafood? Ah, sashimi, fresh-boiled fish on the shore, seafood bowls. So many kinds look so delicious, but...
And fillets, too. You can't forget those. Takes true mastery to be able to use a blade so finely. Every creature, not just fish, has delicious spots that make for perfect cuts if you know where to find them.
That's kinda gross, but okay. Some seafood that tastes good looks downright weird, you know? You've got octopuses, you've got swordfish, you've got...
Swordfish! Now, if there's one fish out there I'd love to duel at least once, it's that one for sure.
You know there's not much I can do with these sudden wild tangents, right?
No. You see, I was just making a gag about how I'm a swordsman, so a swordfish would be like my rival, you get it?
Oh, just shut up.
Oh, okay.
So you've got octopuses, swordfish, you've got those freaky deep-sea anglerfish. Some say the more bizarre-looking the fish, the better its taste. Maybe it's true. I love pufferfish, and they're really weird, round-shaped.
Speaking of round animals, I once met this round-looking guy named Armadillon. I'd never
Armadillon,
seen
really?
so round before or even since.
I can't take it anymore! You're a nightmare to work with!
Armadillon is the one Milo was obsessed with.
Well, I feel like our material could have been better. What's your take on it?
I'll just say one thing. If nothing else, your partner was a convincing fool. I don't think he had to act much.
You think so?
No, you're just a free spirit nobody can hope to control. Your attention,
Man, I'm craving seafood now.
I've tabulated the results and I've come to the conclusion that you're all hopelessly unfunny.
I'm sorry.
I don't really care how it went, but when you put it that way, I get a little pissed off.
Anyway, that's why I'll be teaming up with Bienfu to take on Magilu.
Works for me! I'm ready when you are, Miss Magilu! Which bit are you gonna do? Your specialty, Cat Emperor? Or the surefire automaton assault?
Neither. We need brute force to win, so I'm going with Elysian Thunder.
Which means that when things are at their peak, we're gonna hit the audience with lots of thunder, right?
Right. Thunder in the form of relentless ad-libbing, as much as we can possibly handle.
Okay! I'll scout out some local material we can use for our opening warm-up, too!
Great! You do that!
You two are really in sync.
Couldn't you two just have teamed up from the start?
It's almost like the whole thing was an elaborate joke just so she could have this punchline.
Well, now with that settled, let's make our way to Logres and meet up with Magilu.
Man, I wouldn't mind some lobster. And Magalu is a little on the annoying side. A little, I say.
I heard you guys found Terror Island. Is that true?
Yes, First Mate. It was moving around, just like the legends say. We left a team on the island to track its movements.
Then they'll lead us right to it. Excellent. We'll take the Von Eltia there.
Aren't you rushing things a bit? We don't even know what's on the island. It's too dangerous.
I'm aware of the dangers, but I can't abandon my crew on that island. You can grumble all you want, but I'm going.
Ugh, yeah. I figured there wouldn't be much use in trying to persuade you.
Terror Island. Should I go to Terror Island right now? Let's go. Gonna be some Norman thing, isn't it? Yep, it's a Norman Island.
Hooey! Now this is mighty rare. Looks like we got ourselves even more.
Alright, let's hydrate.
Welcome y'all to Norman Island. Y'all must be right tuckered out from all that traveling. Why don't you take a load off, sit for a spell, and have a snack?
Wait, did you say Norman Island?
Thanks, Thomas.
You heard right. This island is homeland for all us Norman.
It's good to be back. I haven't been here for at least 1,500 years.
Aw! It's you, Grimoire! How you been? It's good to see you.
And you.
If you guys knew what this place was all along, why didn't you say something sooner?
These creatures are called Norman with an I.
So cool talking about venturing into the unknown and all that, so I didn't want to burst his bubble.
Sometimes it's good to let someone dream, no matter how far-fetched said dream might actually be.
This island is way too good to be true, First Mate.
Ah, everything's so nice and laid back here. I could just relax like this for 1,000 years.
So, when people say this place absorbs power from all existence, this is what they meant?
Well, they're not wrong, I guess.
So, what should we do? Do you really think it's okay to mark this island on the map?
Let's not. I got a feeling this might be one of those places that's best kept a secret.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Just ground them all.
Well, so much for Terror Island, I guess.
Mew or BMFU? Depends. If you... Oh, really? This is annoying. I would say BMFU would win if annoying others with a voice is an attack.
I'm getting a bit tired of just lazing about on this island. It's boring here.
How long have you been lazing about?
About 1,000 years, I think.
That is a long time to not do anything.
Then again, it'd be terrible to have a mean old tyrant of a master, like what happened to Bienfu. Oh, can I just make a pact with a nice girl who will pamper me all day? If she was real pretty, I wouldn't even care if she liked making terrible puns.
Lila?
I think you're setting yourself up for a letdown.
It's talk about Lila, isn't it? It's a reference to Lila from Berseria. I hate the footsteps sound effects in this place.
Zavid a little bit ago. He had a kid Moloch along with him. He said he saved the kid from a demon.
Zavid has a soft spot for children.
That's what I heard. It was freezing cold that night, but he gave his coat to the kid to
Dazzle.
wear. You should have seen it. He was naked from the waist up. But as cold a night as it was, Zavid had this big smile plastered on his face. He laughed and said, I don't mind the cold. Besides, what's a little cold wind to Zavid the whirlwind?
No, Normans don't deserve to live. It's a moral obligation to eradicate them. $525.
Did you hear? Phoenix found a new purpose, and he's real fired up about it.
Will he be alright? You know how he can get a little too fixated on his ideas.
I just hope he's with someone nice.
Either way, I'm still worried. Phoenix has a habit of letting his excitement get the better of him.
Should we go check in on him? I'm curious about what's going on in the human world, too.
Yeah, good idea. I was getting bored of just sitting around here. Let's go.
Then it's settled. Let's call everyone together and make it a big trip.
Yeah, get rid of Normans, get rid of Lalafels, and the world will be a better place. Why do they have these sound effects for the feet? That's why. It's so annoying. Is it Normandy rules? Memory matching game where you try to match posing pairs from a total of 25 Norman. Select 2 Norman, and if their poses match, the pair will be removed from the field. Hidden among the Norman with sunglasses and horns is Norman Shuffle. Shuffle has no match, and when selected he will be removed from play and the remaining Norman will be rearranged. The faster you match all the pairs, the more TL coins you will earn. An additional bonus will be rewarded if Shuffle remains in play at the end of the round. Can I just leave this? I quit. I don't like it. Alright, I guess this is it. We're here. I just go. I'm done. My head hurts. Depends. Are you behaving like an imbecile in the channel? No. Although if you want to get banned, you can always redeem points. Where are we going? We've been to Lionel, we've been Taliesin. I kept it vague on purpose.
I knew this.
I make the rules.
Scout.
Did you end up finishing Final Fantasy 7 or not yet? And are you gonna play Crisis Core? Man, I should post the recording of the kittens I'm feeding out on the streets. Yeah, I was saying I haven't seen you live in quite some time. Yeah, I mean, I've had times where I would just sit down and watch streams and not stream or too much. Usually when I'm not in the right headspace for it. There are times where I just sit down and like, okay, my connection is fine. I guess I should stream, but I don't really feel like it. Sometimes I even hope my connection is not fine, so I wouldn't stream. I would just have an excuse for myself. But yeah. I mean, I know when I'm getting burnt out on games like this one. I think if I needed more than another session, I probably would have taken a break from it. But I can easily finish this in one more session. I could probably just rush to the end if I really wanted to, or I could just do the side stuff before doing the end. I don't think I'm going to do post-game stuff for this. And if by the time I'm back from my busy schedule for the next few days, if Metal Gear is here, I probably will start streaming that. And I really should do the Neo stuff. I haven't touched it in a while. I need to finish some notes for the rest of the game. I think I'm just going to do my notes for the whole game and then get back to doing the streams. But thankfully, the audio issues that were happening with my new capture card seem to be gone with this. It's probably just an overheating issue, I guess. Metal Gear. I should add some stuff to my soundboard for Metal Gear. I don't really have a lot. I just have 4. And the other 2 are...
Brother, it's been too long. Think again.
I need to expand my soundboard a lot more. I'm limited by the space on my Elgato Stream Deck, but I could add a few more pages to it. But Shiro only has one specific sound he likes. Let's see, is there anyone I can raid, I should say? Because I think I'm done for the night. Probably for the next few days, I'm not going to be able to stream, but if I do, it'll probably be a short stream of maybe 2 hours or 2 to 4 hours, I don't know. It really depends on how my schedule is. But for sure, next month, we're going to start Metal Gear. We're going to go from the beginning. Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3. And then I'll probably play Peace Walker or 4. Then maybe Metal Gear Rising. I don't know if I'll be able to finish all of them within a month. Any idea what comes out next month in terms of new games, Thomas? Because I don't think there's anything in January that I am... Okay, Ishin comes out on the 1st of February, so there is still time. I probably could finish them all, but I'm worried about being burned out on all the games. Ishin on the 21st, Wolong on the... on the 3rd of March. Yeah, we're gonna be busy. I don't know if I'll be able to finish Ishin in less than 2 weeks. Dead Space remake is... I'm not really too much into a horror game. I mean, it might be something I would watch, but not necessarily something I play. Let me pull up a list of video game releases for January. January 2023. Did you redeem Death Stranding from Epic? Alright, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Persona 4 Golden for consoles, Fire Emblem Engage, or Forspoken next month. I don't know if I'm gonna get Forspoken or not. Part of me wants to get it. You might be waiting for a while for Darkwood. You're more likely to see Breath of Fire. For February, it is Octopath Traveler 2. I don't think I will play that. I haven't played the first one. Darkwood is kind of a horror survival game that Shiro wants me to play. I mean, I might do a week of just streaming indie games for 2 hours each time and then deciding if I will do full streams of those games. I've done that before. I might get Forspoken. I don't know. I probably wait a little bit. But yeah, Forspoken for January. Ishin for February. And Wolong for March are the main things I'm looking forward to for the next 3 months. Nothing for April. May will be the new Zelda. And I wish I could play it as 2 players like I did for Breath of the Wild. June is Final Fantasy 16. And yeah. It'll be a good time to dig through my backlog. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of stuff going on. Assuming my connection is nice enough to me. If you haven't, remember to redeem Fist from the Epic Game Store for today. It's a Metroid-like game. I haven't played it, but I heard some positive things about it. It has been on my radar, but I haven't touched it. But yeah, I'm probably going to be gone for tomorrow, unless I do a very short 2-hour stream early. Like it's in the same starting time as usual, but short. Although it's unlikely, considering I'm gonna head to the airport. Yeah, I'm gonna be on Discord if you need me. You guys know my Discord. And feel free to follow if you want to know when I'm live again. But thanks to everyone who tuned in today, chatted, lurked, auto-hosted. I will catch you all in the next few days. Hopefully. I don't know when. We'll see. So, see you.